Darius Garland had a phenomenal All-Star weekend, obviously showing out in the Skills Challenge as well as in the All-Star game. But Cavalier fans are going to have to wait just a little bit longer for Darius Garland, as he's going to be out tonight against the Detroit Pistons with a back injury, as well as newest Cavalier, Caris LeVert, going to be out with a foot injury. So in order to talk about that, let's bring in Ashley Bastock, cleveland.com. And Ashley, when it comes to Caris LeVert, Darius Garland, obviously I know Cavs fans want to see them both, but do you have any concern with them being injured coming out of the All-Star break to get that first game against Detroit?
Not much, and let's start with Caris LeVert first. My colleague Chris Fedor, I think, reported that was an injury that happened because he stepped on somebody's foot in practice on Tuesday, and it's not believed to be serious, and that was all in Chris's reporting, I think. So that to me is just kind of one of those freak things that happen during the length of an NBA season, and we all know 82 games in the regular season is a long time. Darius Garland's back for me. Backs are so tricky, and this isn't me reporting per se. This is more my own experience that I've dealt with back injuries. I played basketball at John Carroll, so a much different level than Darius Garland. But I do have some firsthand knowledge of this, and the problem with back injuries is everyone knows they're so finicky. I asked JB Bickerstaff and Darius about that in Darius's first game back before the All-Star break. And one day you can feel good, you can make one wrong move and then be down for a few days again. So if Darius feels good now, but they're simply trying to manage his minutes there, that's understandable to me, because everyone knows, and they even acknowledged when I frame my questions like this, that back injuries are kind of unpredictable. So if they want to preserve him for a playoff run and they're going to hold out on some games where they can, then I don't really fault them for that. And we obviously saw him during All-Star weekend. He looked like he was moving good. He got a lot of action in that game on Sunday. So I don't think overall that it's too much cause for concern in my mind.
Well, and on top of that, too, it's nice for the Cavaliers to be in a position where we can actually have a conversation about load management for a player and actually having to worry about, let's sit him out and get him ready for the playoffs.
Right, exactly. These aren't conversations that we've had to have for the last 3 years. So we're in a very different place, I think, in Cleveland, being able to have these conversations and debate what they should do in this regard. But it is something, these are young guys who haven't made a playoff run before. So it is something that has to be taken into account, I think.